Hey Devin, hey, thanks for talking to us. I guess I just wanted to ask how your off season went, how you feel like the workout period went, and how excited are y'all to finally be back at practice?
Um, Everything's been different, because of Corona. So at first, when we first got here, it was just like one ball. You can only shoot one person. You couldn't pass the ball. Like really, all you could do was like shoot by yourself, free throws, and just be on the gun and stuff like that. But now that practice has started, it's been more intense. A lot of conditioning, a lot of going through plays, everything. Everything's back to normal really now.
Our next question comes from Justin Ferguson.
Hey, Devin, a lot of people
Justin
pointed
Ferguson,
out
sorry.
that on the roster. Hey, Devin, a lot of people pointed out on the roster that you had gained 25 pounds this offseason. Was that a goal of yours coming in? And how do you feel like you're moving and playing now that you've got a little bit more bulk?
Um, it wasn't like my goal like last year was to gain weight, get my weight up. I feel like I was extremely like I was skinny, so I feel like I'm moving quite not the same as I was in high school. I feel a lot like bouncier but it's I feel good. I feel like I can handle bigger people, bigger guards, And I feel I'm still moving fast laterally, and I think I'm doing pretty good.
Our next question comes from Tom Green.
Hey, Devin. Just looking at the roster, it seems like you guys have a lot more length than you did in last year and some years past. Bruce said he thinks that can help you guys be more active defensively, but how do you think that can really just shape this team's identity this year with just having so much more length?
This year, I think we got to zone in on the defensive end. With us being so long, we could be very good at like our zone. Like that's like with our long hands, deflecting passes, being in the passing lane. I think it'll help tremendously. And getting the easy steals, playing fast, and being in transition, it'll be very exciting to see what will happen. Yeah.
Our next question comes from Mark Murphy.
And Devin, can you talk a little bit about each of the freshmen, what you've seen from those guys so far?
Well, first off, all of them are hard workers. I'll start with the point guard, Sharif. He's in the gym day in, day out. He'll be one of our leaders. He's our point guard. So, he's always on top of us. If anything, like if a play breaks down, he knows how to just like say somebody is having a bad day. He's just always there to pick you up. He's doing a good job at that, just being a leader, even though he's so young. Coming in as a freshman. And you got Chris Moore. He's a great defender. He's better on defense than he is on offense. Like he's like we call him like Draymond. Like he does the little things. He rebounds, set charges, like all the little deflections. Hard worker. And then you got JT. Great size, great length, great shooter. He's good on the defensive end. Very energetic. We're just getting and then with all of them, you got to get used to the plays. Everybody's just learning still. We got Justin Powell, a great shooter, great floor general. Like, still, okay, yeah. Yeah, like I said, great shooter, great floor general. He plays hard, works hard. You got Dylan. He's the most energetic person in the world. He has great energy no matter what. He's always up. He gives energy, great rebounder. He's ready to work and ready to listen and learn from everybody. So that's pretty much it.
Thanks.
Got a follow-up from Nathan King.
Hey Devin, what has it kind of been like still having Isaac there? Obviously, with the draft getting pushed back, he's been able to stay in town and train. What has it been like still having him around, and has he helped you guys out a little bit?
Just being him around, like me, Sharif, Babatunde. Stretch, and Ice. We'll play like 2-on-2. We've been playing a lot of twos, so that just helping him being able to guard him, like just him being around. That's helped. But like in practice, he practiced one time with us, like to help us out, like at the beginning. And then other than that, he just being there, just in the practice, watching us, just talking to us. It's good for him to be around until he leaves. So having a close friend, just being there.
Got a question from Jordan Hill.
Devin, it's kind of a weird dynamic where you're one of the more experienced players on this team. And, what has that been like for you? And what are the ways you feel like you can take advantage of being one of those more experienced guys this year?
One way I can take advantage, like this year, I know I'm gonna have to step up and be one of those, go-to guys. So I just need to be like 10 times better than I was last year. Be more aggressive, even if I'm not feeling it offensively. Just being able to pick up my teammates and just be positive, like do anything and just be one of those leader types. Yeah, just pick up my teammates. Really much.
Got a follow-up from Tom Green.
You mentioned Justin Powell being a floor general. I know Bruce said he's been working a little bit more at point guard than shooting guard. Just what does he bring to that position that you've seen?
I like him better as a two. Like as a two, he's very dominant. Like just being able to just catch and shoot. Like being in it, he can create his own shot any type of way. He has a good handle. But we need him. I think BP we need him to play the point like as well. So, I prefer him at the two, but at the one he's doing, he's just learning. It's just a learning process. He's getting better and better every day. Just being able to just attack pressure. Just doing that. But he's very good at the two. But he's learning. He's still learning the one.
Another follow-up from Nathan King.
Hey, Devin, Bruce was telling us that he feels like Jalen has really come on over the last month or so and has started taking over being a leader. What have you kind of seen out of him, and what does his growth look like from his first year now to the preseason of his second year?
First year, BP was always like, stay right and stay ready. That's his main thing. He says that all the time. And like, I think Jay would, like, he's my roommate. So I think he felt a little down, not down, but like he felt it in himself. Like, am I like not good? Like, why am I not playing? Like he felt that, and then he just gave it. Like he was like, I got to come in and get to work. I would always tell him like, just stay ready, like stay in the gym, do that. And he got his chance, and he proves himself a little bit towards the end of the season. And now this year, like for like the last 2 months, month and a half, he's been killing. Like he's had, I don't know what got to him. I mean, I talk to him all the time, but like he's just been in a different like go mode, like leading, just scoring, rebounding, creating for others. Like he looks great. He's been winning. Really hasn't lost. His win percentage is very high right now in practice. Like he's been doing very good.
Thank you.
Got time for a few more. Next, we'll go to Brian Matthews.
Hey, Devin, thank you for speaking to us today. Wanted to ask you about your three-point shooting. How are you shooting so far in the preseason? Is that an area of the game that you think you can be more consistent with this year?
Yeah, of course. I need to be way more consistent. Like on the away games, all my good games was here. And this year, just having more shot attempts. I know I'm gonna have a lot more shot attempts. So I think that was a role that played a role into it. Like last year, got him off the bench. I didn't get a lot of really like chances, but this year, it'll be a whole different like mindset. I got to come into it, just be ready to shoot, get better. But it's been looking good in practice. I think I'll be ready, prepared, take it on.
Got a question from Josh Vitale.
Hey, Devin, you mentioned consistency in the big games you had last year. How much do you look back at those big games and kind of think, all right, this is the player I could be for this team?
Like once again, I prayed like those were great games, but like again, I should have did that every game. That's on why I should have came out no matter what. No matter if I got 1 or 2 shots, I should have been able to make those 1 or 2 shots. So like I talk to my coaches all the time. It's like, are you gonna be able to do this on the road? Like I was like, even though it wasn't that many attempts, I just gotta just be ready and just come more aggressive and just make no excuses. Just get it how I get it.
I got time for 2 more. Next one will be from Jordan Hill.
Devin, I'm trying to remember because I think somebody mentioned this when we talked to Coach Pearl last week. But did you post something during the finals about getting in the gym late at night after one of the finals games?
Oh yeah.
Just tell me about what the drive that you had after watching that, wanting to get out there and get some more work in.
Really, this year, last year I would say what played a role in like me not being consistent. I don't think my work ethic was there, but it wasn't as good as it was this year. Some days I'll take off, I'll be tired. Like, I got schoolwork, let me not go to the gym. But like I would get in decent work. But this year, like, it's literally my quote on Instagram is get better every day, post it every day. Just working on myself, trying to be the player I need to be. And just after that game, I was like, man, LeBron just killed. Let me go get some extra shots up. That's just really my mindset. Just get better every day. Just inspire everybody, not just myself.
Our last question will come from Mark Murphy.
Yesterday it was announced you guys are going to play Baylor, and it looks like you're going to play Gonzaga and maybe some other really strong teams. What does the team think about such a strong non-conference schedule?
Like I said, those are two good teams, and we look at everybody the same. Like we got to go in, and be aggressive, and have the mindset that we're going to win every game. So it's not like we're like, oh, we're going to lose this and that. Like, we have the mindset we're going to go out there and win every game. We're going to play hard and do what we need to do.
Do you like to get to play teams like that?
Yeah, I love it. It definitely shows you where you're at, shows you your competitive nature, and just that should come out. So it'd be a good experience.
Hey, Jamal, thanks for speaking with us today. Last week when we talked to Coach Pearl, he mentioned that you've improved about as much as anyone else on the team this offseason. What do you feel like you have grown in, the things you've gotten better at before this year?
I got a chance during the quarantine to work with my dad on the field, work on my defensive slides, trying to get better laterally so I could be able to defend better. I've also been working on my in-between game, like my mid-range, getting to the rim, so I just don't be like a catch-and-shoot three person, because that's easier to guard. So I've been working on stuff like that, try to evolve my game a little bit more.
Sorry, our next question comes from Nathan King.
Hey, Jamal. Hey, thanks for talking to us. I'm wondering what is it like still having Isaac in town, while he's training for the draft? What has it been like still having him kind of around the facilities, and do y'all practice together or train together, anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, it just speaks to how he is as a person. Like, he could definitely be going out to like LA or any other place to train, but he's here working with us and working with the coaching staff and working on and being able to see him every day is great, because it's like an inspiration. Everybody wants to get to where he is, and to see him still working hard every day, improving on his game when he's already, projected to be a top draft pick, and he's still working out like he's like just, not even projected at all. It gives us inspiration to try to work as hard as him and be like him.
Our next question comes from Justin Ferguson.
Hey, Jamal, we just heard from Devan. He was talking about how impressive Sharif's been as being a leader for such a young age. Have you seen that, especially as a guy who has to be a leader as well as one of the older dudes on the team?
Yeah, I mean, he's probably one of the most matured freshmen I've ever been a part of. Like, he just coming in, he's already vocal. He's more mature. He's always in the gym. He's a gym rat, first and foremost. So he always in the gym, and he's not scared to talk. He's not like afraid of a big moment or anything. So that gives him the confidence to speak and be a leader, even as a freshman. So he's done a really great job since he's been here.
As a guy, we haven't got to see him play with y'all yet, but how would you kind of describe him, especially on the offensive end, what he's going to bring to the team?
He's the definition of a floor general. He controls the tempo. He pushes it fast pace, just like that's how BP likes to play. So he does that. What else he does? I mean, he has great court vision. He always gets everybody involved. He can shoot the three. He can finish really well. To be small, people think that he's small in size, even though he gained 20 pounds. He can finish at the rim really good for somebody that's shorter as a guard spot. But he's doing a great job with that. Just being a leader. I feel like the most impressive thing is being a leader, is being able to talk and being more mature. So,
our next question comes from Mark Murphy.
Yeah, last year you had all the seniors on the team. This year you're the oldest guy. Are you trying to step up and be a leader this year?
Yeah, I'm trying. Every day I try to improve. It's still a work in progress. I'm just trying to learn from the guys before me. Jared Harper, Bryce Brown, Samir Dowdy. All those guys before me that paved the way. I'm just trying to learn from them and try to incorporate their leadership into my game so I can be a leader and help our team win as much games and get better every day as possible. So I'm still learning, but yeah, I'm trying to be a leader since I'm the oldest and most experienced player. So.
Thanks.
Our next question comes from Nathan King.
Hey, Jamal. Hey, Devan was just talking about Jalen Williams and saying how impressive he's looked in practice. What have you kind of seen out of him recently and kind of over the course of the end of last season to now? Where have you seen him progress the most?
Yeah, I think he's picked up right where he left off in the end of the season. He's still aggressive. He's a matchup problem at the 4 spot, like 6'8", but he can put the ball on the floor. He can shoot the 3, and he's really athletic. So, I mean, whoever guarding him is going to be hard for the opposing team because he's such a dual threat, shooting, dribbling, passing, posting up, finishing. He does a lot. He kind of reminds me a little of Chumo Kiki, the left-handed version.
Our next question comes from Jordan Hill.
Jamal, what was the transition like for you from Memphis to Auburn, and how comfortable do you feel now as a part of this Auburn program?
Coming from Memphis, it was different. Memphis American Conference, Auburn SEC. In Memphis, we played in the stadium, the Memphis Grizzlies Stadium, actually, where it wasn't as packed because the stadium was so big, so it didn't look as packed. So coming to Auburn, the Auburn Arena is packed. It's kind of smaller, so it's packed. And just coming from that, and Coach Pearl's offense is different than Coach Smith's. His more fast paced, and it's still a learning process. So being able to adjust from Coach Smith's offense to this offense, it took some time. It's taking some time, but I think I'm adjusting well right now. Becoming more comfortable in the offense and the defensive aspects that he wants to portray in the games. So I feel like I'm becoming more comfortable in this offense.
Got time for a few more. We're going to go now to Mark Murphy.
Yeah, talk about, do you enjoy playing really tough teams like Baylor, who just got announced on your schedule yesterday? Do you think the team enjoys that?
Yeah, I mean, we look forward to hearing stuff like that. We want to play the toughest, hardest teams, the teams that are expected to be in the top and ranked in the top 25. So we want those games. We're ready for those games, and that's why we're practicing hard every day to prepare for those type of games.
Thanks.
A question from.
Hey, Jamal. Devan was just talking about how Justin Powell can be a pretty dominant shot creator when he's playing the 2, but Bruce said he's been playing a lot of point guard for you guys so far. Just what have you seen from him at the 1?
He's another freshman that I feel like has a lot of poise and is very mature. So he's a really smooth player. I mean, yeah, coach been playing him more at the 1 and a little bit of 2 recently, but hey, I mean, he can shoot really well. But his offensive IQ, he's really good. Like, he can pass, he makes the right plays. He's not trying to do too much. But when it's time to score and make a shot or something, or create for somebody else or create for himself, he can do that too. So, I mean, he's very poised, very smooth freshman. He doesn't play like a freshman. Him and Sharif both don't play like a freshman. So he's impressed. He's been impressive as well too.
Got time for a couple more. We'll go to Justin Ferguson.
Hey, Jamal, Bruce has talked about how much this team can really shoot, especially from deep. Pretty much everybody on the floor can. You led the team in three-point percentage last season. Are you excited about possibly getting a bigger role in an offense that is going to want to shoot from deep as much as this offense is?
Yeah, I mean, that's our big part of our offense is shooting threes. So, yeah, I'm preparing and working every day to shoot a lot of threes. My role, I don't know what my role is going to be this year. I'm just trying to work every day to put myself in our team in the best position to be successful. So whatever coach wants me to do, whatever is best for the team, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play hard. I'm gonna shoot threes. I'm gonna defend. I'm gonna do whatever it takes for the team to win. So whatever my role is, that's what I'm gonna fight. And do it as best as I can.
And our last question comes from Brian Matthews.
Thank you for speaking to us, Jamal. Appreciate it. Just wanted to ask about Devan Cambridge. What have you seen out of him so far in the preseason?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. So when he first got here, like last year, I didn't know he was gonna be such a great shooter that he is. So like when he first got here, he was more of like he came in, high flying dunks. You see that all the time. But he's a really good shooter, especially catch and shoot. Like he can really shoot it, and like he's been very impressive, and he's getting better on defense. He's being able to move his feet better. But he's been impressive too, shooting threes, being athletic, catch and loss, put back dunks, all type of stuff that coaches look for in a player. So he's gonna do great this year, and he's been very impressive too. So.